Hello everyone, it's Michelle. Welcome to the Age Graceful channel. I appreciate you guys so much. My old subscribers and my new subscribers. I have a lot of new subscribers and I just want to take this moment to welcome you to my channel. If this is your first time being at my channel, please take a moment to hit the red subscribe button below and hit that bell for post notifications. Introducing the participants. This is Beautiful Awesome Makeup 60 channel. This is the Faye Blatcher YouTube channel. This is myself, Michelle, from the Age Graceful channel. This is Michelle from the Brown Brows YouTube channel. This is Lori from It's Lori's Life YouTube channel. This is Lavinia from Beauty Over 40 YouTube channel. She is the developer of our Beauty Over 40 makeup collab group. Please visit their channels. The links will be in the description box. Thank you. So today, guys, as you know, we're doing my gold wedding look. And I'm doing this to kind of like practice my looks before the wedding date. I wanted to have some fun with it, so I asked a couple of channels to participate in a collaboration with me, and they agreed. And those channels are Beautiful Makeup 60 and Pink Poodle 2. They are going to participate. However, my girlfriends from Beauty Over 40 collab group have decided to make my gold wedding look the theme for March. So I really extend my thanks to them for participating in this collaboration with me. However, the giveaway that's associated with my gold wedding look is just the Age Graceful channel alone. So in order to participate in that giveaway, you have to be subscribed to the channel and you must be a U.S. citizen. Okay, so before we begin, I have a handful of new products that I got here from MILANI. About 3 weeks ago, the Lipstick and Sofrito channel debuted these products on her channel, and they're really interesting because they have the cannabis sativa oil in them. Sativa oil is the chemical in marijuana that keeps you woke. So I'm assuming that that oil is gonna like kind of perk up the cells of your skin and have them come alive, for lack of a better way to describe it. It doesn't have that much in it. You're not going to get high from using these products. So the products are available at Walgreens. However, when I went into Walgreens, all they had was a display with 2 of each product. Somebody had already got all the other products and just left these. I think there might have been maybe like 2 lip balms left. So on the lip balm, it just says transforming lip balm, calms, nourishes, and protects. So I'm going to show you what the lip balm looked like. Now the lip balm was $9.99. I've never paid that much in my life for a lip balm. This is the packaging on that lip balm, and the brand name for it is Green Goddess, and you see it has the little marijuana leaf there at the top, and it's a very beautiful like jade green color, trimmed in gold. So I'm gonna take the cap off, and this is what the lip balm looks like. I've used it once just to see if I would have like any type of allergic reaction to the lip balm. My skin is very sensitive, including my lips, and I didn't feel anything at all. So you see what that lip balm looks like. I didn't have anything on my lips prior to beginning this video. Secondly, there's a glow oil, okay? And it just says rich in essential omega fatty acids, soothes, nourishes, and calms the skin with lasting hydration. So I'm going to remove this one from the box and show you what this looks like. And it's a pretty nice size bottle of oil. It's 1 fluid ounce. It is animal cruelty free, and it has an expiration of 6 months on the back of it. You can tell that by the little floppy bunny ears and the little, it looks like a container of cream, and that's where you'll usually find your expiration dates for your products. And please excuse my nails. They were really pretty this past weekend when we went dress shopping for the bridesmaids dresses, and I've been using press-ons to kind of try to save my nail beds from the acrylic, and a few of them popped off, and I haven't replaced them because we have a party tomorrow, but it's a birthday party, so I'll figure out something for the birthday party tomorrow, so excuse them today. I apologize. So with this one, it's a dropper, okay? And then to use it, you kind of press on this pump here to get some of the oil into the dropper, just like that. And I'm gonna set the bottle down so I don't spill the whole thing. And I'm gonna remove my glasses. I'm gonna try to be very careful because I've already done my eyebrows offline, and I don't want the oil to get on my eyebrows and mess them up. But if it does, I'll just have to start over again. So I'm just using some of this oil. I've also tried this one, and I liked it. It kind of has the consistency of olive oil. That's what it kind of feels like. So you don't need a lot. A little bit does go a long way. And you can see where I just washed my face, how it improved the glow in my skin immediately. Just that very small amount. I'm not going to put any on my eyelids either. I don't want it to interfere with the shadows that I'm going to use on my lids. So that's the oil, okay? Put my glasses back on to read the last product. This one is the sleeping mask and primer. Now, it just says sleeping mask and primer base. Calms, nourishes, and soothes skin while helping to protect skin's barrier. It's enhanced with hyaluronic acid and vegan squalane for hydration. Yes, squalane for hydration. Essential oil blend with notes of bergamot, vetiver, and verbena. Dermatologist and allergy tested. And this has an expiration of 12 months, and it's vegan friendly as well as animal cruelty. And I forgot about the lip balm. It's 6 months and it's animal cruelty free and vegan free. The oil was $9.99. Or was the oil? You know what? I believe the oil was $19.99 and the mask was $9.99. Two of the products were $9.99 and one was $19.99. So a good 39 bucks and some change for these 3 items. Okay, so here's the tube, and this is 2 fluid ounces. And again, it has the sativa seed oil in it. Now, this is the only product I did not use. I wanted to wait until I was going to do a makeup look. I'm not going to sleep in this. I'm using it as a primer because it will be up under my foundation. So I'll get a small amount on my fingers here. Oh, and it's green. And it's kind of thick. You can see it doesn't run at all. I don't know how this is gonna set up on my face and how long it will take to set up before I can put products on. But that's why I wanted to talk about this first. Oh, and it feels so good. Smells good too. Smells really good. Has good coverage. And that's another reason I didn't want to put on too much oil, because I didn't know what type of base this primer was. And it's a cream base. It doesn't have an oily feeling on my fingers after I apply it. It's just more creamy, not oily at all. So I'm just going around my brows so I don't mess them up too much. And if I do, like I said, I just have to go back and touch up a little bit. Okay, so there are my 3 products from MILANI with the sativa seed oil in them. Brand new at Walgreens, moderately priced. Like, I could see paying what I did for the mask and the glow oil, but I think $10 is quite a bit for a lip balm. Let me know what you think in the comment section about that. Okay guys, so I sat up for about 5 minutes and kind of watched the last clip that I did after applying the mask. So I wanted to come back and give you my impression of that. After I applied the oil, I didn't feel anything. However, once I applied the mask primer, my skin just had like a very slight tingling sensation, very, very slight. So if you have the type of skin that is sensitive to new products, I would test them on my forearm right here, where they usually give like your vaccines and things like that. They test like in the forearm area. I would test the product to see just, you know, for sure. Like I said, there's not very much sativa seed oil in the products. I am not a smoker of cannabis. I can't sit up here and lie to you and say I've never done it before. I'm not like a goody two shoes, but that was a long time ago, if you feel me. I am 63 and I have lived life, so I'm gonna keep it real with you. And if I felt like some kind of way or if the cream made me feel paranoid, or if I got real hungry or something like that and had the munchies, I would tell you. But I'm not having any of those type of symptoms, just to be clear. And one more statement about this mask primer. I would not use this as a mask at night and sleep in it and then get up the next morning and use it, what was already on my face, as a primer. I mean, you should wash your face when you get up in the morning and apply new products. So I would not do that as it suggests. That's just me. But it's your product, you paid for it, and you can use it however you would like. Okay, so off camera, I have cleaned up my brows with the LA Pro Girl concealer in the color Fawn. Then I used the LA Pro Girl concealer in orange to cover up the dark spots on my nose where my eyeglasses sit. Then the third concealer I used is the Pretty Vulgar, the Middle Ground, and I put that on my eyelids, and that's what I'm gonna have or waiting to set up before I apply my shadows. In terms of the eyeshadow palette I'm going to use today, this was the last one that I received in my BoxyCharm from Wonder Beauty, and it's called Wanderness, and it's the Wanderness Rush, because I think they have a couple of Wanderness palettes. This palette has 6 shades. It comes with a mirror, and I'm going to show you these shades again. I'm going to try to catch the light. I waited till the afternoon to sit where I am so I can get some good light here. The first color here is Charge, from right to left. Charge, Blitz, On the Way, but it just says OTW, but that means on the way. You have Hustle, this gold here, and then the glittery gold is called Avenue. And then this brown here is called Swift. So my plan is to only work out of just this one palette, no other palette. So we're gonna see how that works out. So you guys stick with me. Okay, before I proceed, because I did kind of go into this first shade here, Charge, to highlight my brow bone there, but as I was doing it, I noticed that quick, because I have hooded lids, that I had a crease in my concealer. And if you can see that extra intensity of color right there of the concealer right in that fold. And if I just look at you straight on, you can see that I have like a flap of skin. That's what they call a hooded lid. It is what it is. Some people have them naturally, no matter what their age is. I want to say that probably progressively over time, my lids have become more hooded. It's kind of funny, when I wake up in the morning, my right eye, I'll probably wake up and walk around the house like this to go to the bathroom, change the channel, get a cup of coffee or whatever I'm doing. And then I'll be like, okay, open your other eye. So I believe that my right eye is starting to get lazy, and I can tell it or notice sometimes in certain videos, certain pictures, that this eye, the muscle, or the right eye, the muscle seemed to have weakened over time. And it was scary at first. By me being a therapist, I was like, oh, did I have a mini stroke, which is called a TIA. And of course, healthcare workers are like the first to like question everything. I don't think that happened. I just think that over time, as we age, the muscles in your skin gets weaker. That's why you get the sags and bags and things like that. But specifically for the eye, and I talked to a friend about hooded lids the other day, and some techniques you could use to kind of conceal the hooded eye. And one way of doing that is a cut crease method when you apply your eyeshadow. And I may try to do that. I'm sitting here thinking, what is the look? What is my end game? What is the final look that I want? And I'm thinking of doing a couple of things, and that's based up on the giveaway that will be in this video. So if you stayed this long, you know there's going to be a giveaway. How about that? We did one for the silver look, and we're doing one for the gold look as well. But once I apply my transition color to this concealer, then it should set, and then that crease that I have right now should fade somewhat. So what I'll do before I apply the transition color, you're going to see me like just kind of pat it a little bit to make sure that the concealer's even. And I kind of just wanted to explain that process so you wouldn't be wondering, well, what is she doing? Why is she patting her eye? And why is she doing this? Why is she doing that? So hopefully these answers will help you to understand better. So here, guys, I'm adding the shade Charge to my brow bone to highlight it. So guys, I've applied the shade on the way to my left eye already. And this is the shade. I am loving this shade. I can see wearing this one alone. It's very light, neutral, kind of like a, I would say like a kind of, I don't want to say pink. It's got a little pink background to it. I didn't think it did at first, but it does. It's more on the taupey side, like a taupey pink. That's what I want to say. So I've applied that to my left eye already. So now I'm going to proceed to apply the transition color of On the Way to my right eye. And again, I'm just going to kind of pat this concealer down in place. Now I'll get started with that shade. So this shade On the Way is going on so buttery smooth. There is very minimal fallout, if any at all, and I'm just really digging this shade. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm thinking I am going to go back and do yet another look out of this palette featuring this shade. So now I'm applying the shade Swift on the outer V, and I'm just patting that on very gently. I don't want it too deeply intensified in color. I don't want it to bleed through on the final look, but just a very small amount to kind of give it a smoky look. So now I have placed some LA Pro Girl concealer on the back of my hand, and this shade is Honey Beige. I'll be using this to cut the crease on my left eye. To cut the crease, you see that I have to draw a line over where the flap is on my eyelid, and that's what's going to conceal that hooded lid. Cutting a crease is a very tedious job. Some people use a larger brush, but I like to use one with a pointed tip or tapered tip so that it's more precise. So next I've selected a type C flat brush to apply the shade Hustle onto my eyelid where I've cut the crease. I did not select a fluffy blending brush. You lose control of your shadow if you use a brush that is too big or too fluffy. because in this process you want to take your time and pack in and pat on the shade. So next, I'm going to use my index finger to pick up the shade Avenue, and I'm just going to pat that onto the lid. And as I pat it onto the lid, I'm going to also diffuse some of the shadow up onto the crease area to kind of blow out the effect. In the end, this is going to give me two totally different looks using this palette, The Rush by Wonder Beauty. For my foundation, I've selected e.l.f. in the shade Cinnamon. The cinnamon is a deep shade with gold undertones. So let's talk a little bit. Offline, I did my highlighter, concealer, under my eyes, forehead, down the center of my nose, chin, and right above my Cupid's bow on my lip. I also put on my Cover FX contour powder, and then I put setting powder on top of the highlighter, concealer, and I drew a little line there. So now, to get rid of that line effect, I'm going to take this really dense brush by BoxyCharm, and I'm just going to buff this out and kind of smooth that line just like this so that it looks more like a natural glow. I'm bringing some color back to my face because usually your foundation and then you put your highlighter, concealer on top, it tends to wash the color of your face out a little bit. So I've done my jawline, and I'm just going to take the same brush and just rub around my forehead a little bit, and see, that was plenty right there. And all of a sudden, I've developed the sniffles. It's not from a cold. I get the sniffles every time I apply any powder or makeup to my face. I really want to say that it's probably the powders, because the powders have talc. And when I'm almost done with the look, my nose begins to run. And I know I seem kind of silly sitting up here with two looks, but I just wanted you guys to get a good idea of what you could do with that palette. And it does look kind of odd. So now I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and I'm going to get my finishing powder, which I like the CoverGirl Queen and I hope I can find some more. I'm almost to pan. I've been at pan for a little bit now and trying to spare it so that I don't have to buy a more expensive finishing powder. But I'm gonna look at the Family Dollar to see if they have any more left, because I know they're phasing it out. They don't want to make it anymore. So now I'm just gonna brush away this setting powder. The setting powder I used today is by Ruby Kisses, and it's in the color Banana. So I'm just gonna brush that away. And also I did use eyeliner on my waterline, but I only brought it like halfway, and I still have not decided. I'll probably use that lighter color there, the On the Way, under this eye, and on this side I'll probably just bring down a little bit of this shade Hustle up under the eyeliner there once I complete doing my finishing powder and my blush. I am going to go off camera one more time to apply lashes, and then I'll come back with the final look, and it's going to be different taking these pictures for you guys so you can see both sides of the Wander Beauty Wanderness Rush palette. That's the name of it. That's what I used today. And I'm holding the brush way down here because it's rocking a little bit. I'm so scared if I hold it where I should hold it, which is here, it's gonna pop out. So I'm just holding it here on the ferrule end of it so that I don't lose my brush. Okay, I think I've knocked off as much as I can of the setting powder with my finishing powder. And I know I brought a brush with me to do my blush, but where did I set it? I brought a couple of brushes. There we go. I have to just take out a little bit of tools at a time. I have so many. I have an upcoming video. I'm going to be doing my last BoxyCharm unboxing. No more BoxyCharm for me. So I'm using the blush out of the Cover FX palette, and I'm just going to put that on the rounds of my cheeks, just like that. Again, just to add some color back to my face. I really expected that foundation by e.l.f. to have a lot more red in it, by the name being Cinnamon, but I went by the description, and it said deep with gold undertones. So I thought the gold undertones would be perfect for this look, and it would also help to kind of neutralize the natural red that I have in my skin. So that's why I try to stay away from too many red undertoned products. So there is my blush. I'm gonna go off camera now and come back with the final look. Stay with me. Okay, everyone, here are my final looks, as in two. I did use the Wander Beauty Wanderness Rush palette, and I only wanted to use this palette today and see what I could get, and there were two golds. One, a bright orangey gold, the shade is called Hustle, and then a deep, like 24 karat looking type of shade, and that one is called Avenue. So I have the Avenue just lightly dusted on with my fingertip on my right eye, and I used a brush and cut a crease with the Hustle shade. And I need for you guys to tell me which one you prefer. Do you like Avenue, or do you prefer Hustle? Those are my gold wedding looks, as in duo. So pick one out and tell me the reason why you picked the shade you did. Right eye is Avenue, left eye is Hustle. For my lip, I made a mistake. Now, I didn't get the munchies now, but I was eating some strawberries and I tinted my lips red. So I didn't want a gold lipstick. I didn't want a red lipstick. I thought I had enough going on as it was with the gold on my eye. The only thing I did not do yet, and I'm just going to take my fingertip and just add a little bit of highlighter right here. Give myself a extra little wedding day glow. And this is out of the Cover FX palette. Just a small amount. And I still have the sniffles from the talc. Like I said, I'm really sensitive. I'm gonna put a little bit of highlighter here and here. And a little bit on my Cupid's bow, like that. And I think that's all the highlighter that I need. A little bit goes a long way. And with these gold shades, I don't want to overdo it. On the wedding day, I don't want to overdo it. But these are some gold looks out of this palette. Now I must say, even though these looks are pretty, the palette did not give me the bang that I thought it was gonna give me when I opened it. That's why before you plan an event or go out for a special occasion, you might want to practice with those palettes first to just make sure that you're going to get the pigmentation that you want, the shade that you desire, and things like that. Like I say, I think the looks are pretty, but it just doesn't have like the sparkle that I was looking for. You know, people have different perceptions of what makeup means to them, how makeup looks on them in comparison even to others, you know. And it's all about the quality sometimes does play a big part in the palette that you choose. Of course, for a special occasion, you would not want to use an affordable palette. You would want to use a higher end palette. So those are some things to take up under consideration. On my lip, and I kind of skipped over that, I did turn my lips red with the strawberries, but I just wanted a gloss. On the wedding day, I'm not going to wear a lip color because I don't want to risk having like a lip color on my teeth. So I'm going to do gloss, and I have a high-end gloss that by MAC that I've been using for years. It's a lip glass. I like Ooh Baby, and there's one other that I like, but I really like the Ooh Baby, and I've already I think it's something that starts with something about oysters, something with oysters. But I like those shades by MAC. What I have on now is Strike Gold by Tardius, and it's just their lip paint. And it has a gold iridescent type coverage. See if I can get a little bit on the tip of this wand so you can see it there. And then I'm also going to try to swatch it on the back of my hand. It's very light. Not much color to it at all. So as far as I'm concerned, it's not striking very much gold at all. So with that being said, for this giveaway, pick right or left, avenue or hustle. Tell me why in the comment section to be entered. Thank you so much for watching my video. I appreciate you all. You all have an amazing evening or day, whatever time it is where you live. Love you. Oh, my little tiara, I forgot about that. This is just something, a little throwback. It belonged to my great aunt Beatrice Milton. Okay, you all have a good one. Take care. Bye now.